Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are here to talk about the second of three big holiday 2021 releases from Charlotte Tilbury. Today we are going to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Palette of Pearls in the shade Celestial Pearl. Like I said, this is the second of three. I will link below my first review of her new for the holidays 2021 12 pan Smokey Eyes Are Forever palette, which I reviewed last week or so. And we have a second of these luxury palette of pearls, a second quad coming probably any day now, and that's called Cosmic Pearl. And so you'll see me reviewing that one as well. Why has Charlotte Tilbury and the brand, divided up these holiday drops? I think it's kind of like what we saw with Pat McGrath the other day. People thought it was going to be the whole huge collection, but it just was the mega mothership. Why? I don't know, but common sense would tell us it's just marketing, that if a huge release happens at once, we cherry pick what we purchase, of course, to save money, and we compare and we swap and trade with friends, so to speak. But if they are released kind of singularly, I think it just gets more buy-in for the buy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure of that, but that's common sense, right? Okay, so let's talk about this guy since it is the one we have now. First of all, the packaging is really pretty and a little bit new for Charlotte Tilbury. So this luxury palette in Celestial Pearl is $56, which is quite a few American dollars more than her quads usually run. This generally means one of two things. Either they've just raised the prices a bit, and probably more likely, the contents and the materials cost a little bit more to make. So we do see a little bit of a price increase, and I'm assuming that translates to whatever market you're in, Canadian dollars, euros, etc., pounds. Okay. So I do think that's a little bit more. Also, let's talk about the weight. So the Celestial Pearl is 4.6 grams. Okay. Her traditional palettes, such as Pillow Talk, are 5.2 grams. And the Hollywood Flawless Filter, the baked formula, is only 2.8 grams. We all figured this would be the same formula as the previous Hollywood Flawless Filter palettes. It's clearly not, as these are baked and 2.8 grams, and this is 4.6. Do you know what is about the same weight as these? Is the Fire Rose. I think Fire Rose was like 4.5. I don't know exactly, but it is right near Fire Rose. Not all the shades here, and we'll talk about it, are consistent with the texture of Fire Rose, but some are. So we're more in Fire Rose territory, not in terms of shade, of course, but I'm talking formulation and feel, okay? With some of the Fire Rose shades, not all of them. Okay, but a 4.6 gram right there in the middle of most of hers, and $56, a little bit of a price rate. This is kind of a unique feeling. Like I said, some of the shades feel to the finger a little bit like Fire Rose. Some of them feel a little bit like the Hollywood Flawless Filter shadows, almost a baked. It's like a combination, and I will look to make sure of that, but I'm getting this kind of early, so I am just kind of speaking as it occurs to me. Let's look at these shades in the pan first to give you a good look, and we will see them on the arm in two different lighting settings. Now, this is a very unique palette for Charlotte Tilbury in the fact that we don't go with any really dark shades. The darkest shade here is this kind of very light brown. This is a very subtle palette. The other thing we have that I feel is very unique for Charlotte Tilbury is a duochrome. Check this out. Sorry that it's on the middle finger there. That's not purposeful. So we kind of go gold and pink. Let's see if I can make that shift there. And when you layer these, they are absolutely gorgeous, subtly gorgeous, which is kind of a Charlotte Tilbury specialty. First thing, before we do a little bit of comparisons, let's see this on the arm in studio lighting. Here is the Celestial Pearl Luxury Palette of Pearls in studio lighting. So you can take a look at how that looks on my arm. Now, in terms of comparisons, there's not many Charlotte Tilbury palettes that are like this. Like I said, most have a kind of ruddy brown. Of the Hollywood Flawless filters that I and a few of us had kind of assumed this would be like, the closest is probably everyone's favorite, which is Star Aura. And when I say it's the closest, it's not really all that close. It really isn't. But it has that kind of a pink shade to it when you see them together. Let's see those two on the arm. I left the new Celestial Pearl on the right, and Star Aura is swatched on the left. They're really not that similar, guys, but they're the most similar we can get with those Hollywood Flawless filter. And I don't know about you, but at first I got Pillow Talk vibes. So I pulled out Pillow Talk, one of her original formulas, original palette, and nah, not really. I mean, just other than the fact that there's pinks. But I thought I would let you see it anyway in the pan. And then next to each other on the arm, I have left our brand new Celestial Pearl in the middle. This is studio lighting, of course, with Star Aura on the left. And just for fun, original Pillow Talk on the right. Just so you can kind of see what those look like in studio lighting. And then, as I like to do, I went outside into the warm Southern California sunshine. There's a lot of it lately. And I wanted to show you what those three look like on my arm. We still have the brand new palette that I need you to concentrate on in the middle there, that Celestial Pearl, with, of course, Star Aura on the right, and just for, Star Aura on the left, pardon me, and just for fun, Pillow Talk on the right. But really, I think this is a departure for Charlotte Tilbury with the duochrome, with the weight, with the price change. We got some things going on. Now, a lot of people accuse Charlotte Tilbury, especially since the buyout, though she is still at the helms running the company, of doing some money grabbing. And I think we basically see some money grabbing releases from the parent company, and then other more genius and inspired releases that feel like they are Charlotte's releases. I don't know if I'm making that up and fooling myself, but that is how I feel, and this feels like a Charlotte release. This is inspired to me. Whether you like it or not, it is different, and I feel inspired, but I am a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury. I want to show you this look that's on my eyes now, and I want to hear your thoughts on this palette. Let's go to me doing a very quick demo, and then some more thoughts. Stay right there. Okay, let's do one of my now super quick, I guess, signature looks with this little guy. And, you know, we can go in the order that Charlotte suggests. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of clockwise. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. So we'll start up here with the prime shade. And I'll just put that all over the eye, which is kind of fun because we are used to prime shades, especially from Charlotte and in most palettes, being a kind of champagne color. And this does have a little bit of sparkle to it, of course, so not a matte. Okay, now that I put that there, I'm going to use the same Sonia G brush to go in with our enhanced shade, and I'm just going to use it as Charlotte suggests and put it here. Now this is tough for me because I do have a hooded eye, so I think I'll end up, in fact, I'm going to switch gears right now already and just kind of load this up on the eye right here and just kind of let it do its thing and change around and kind of just layer it, which Charlotte Tilbury says you can do with this palette. Well, not that you need her permission, but you know what I mean. And create just kind of a multi-dimensional look, which I have already done. And I'm going to, for fun, take this brush right here and just run this under because this is such an interesting shade, the enhanced shade. And then I'll go ahead and use the smoke shade to do more of a kind of, oops, dropping things here. I'll go ahead and use that shade right here, the smoke shade, to do more of what I would normally do with the enhanced shade. I don't know why she bothers with these names anymore. I'm going to put this smoke shade in the crease, concentrating it more on the outer part of the eye, but a lot into the crease as well. Just in swirling motions there, and like I said, going up, since I have a hooded eye, I have to go up a little higher, and I'm going to concentrate that color at the corners of the eye, and then go under a little bit with that same smoke shade, and then we're going to do our traditional pop shade with the finger just in the center of the eye. Whoa! This is a pretty palette. This is kind of Winter Wonderland vibes. I'm liking it. Let me put on some eyeliner and some mascara Ooh, I'm liking this. Okay, added in some eyeliner and mascara. Wowza, Charlotte. So all these accusations, Charlotte's doing the same thing over and over again. They're boring. It's the same color story. She's definitely changed it up here. I feel fire rose kind of vibes, not completely in the texture, but it's just it's a change. It's a departure from the Hollywood Flawless Filter eyeshadows, which I really liked Star Aura, but I never loved them. This is much more my style. It is exceptionally subtle. If you don't like a light, subtle eye, you won't like this. I cannot imagine anybody really, though, not liking the play of this duochrome. When you put it on the eye and watch it change, it is sensational. And I love it. A duochrome from Charlotte I think is exciting and beautiful. So I am very, very happy with this palette, but I do enjoy a colorful but light look. And I wonder what people are going to say about it. Kind of gives me vibes of the Urban Decay Cyber palette, which had all those light shades and the kind of one heavier shade. It was a kind of a more of a bricky brown. I'm not saying they're the same, but it gives me that kind of similar vibes of those light but pretty colors that are kind of winter wonderland, like a snow castle or something like that. Princessy winter frozen-y vibes. Really? Not the movie, but you know what I'm saying. And I think a duochrome from Charlotte is interesting and different. The formula is interesting and different. I can do more swatch comparisons for you, but again, I'm happy to do them, so please ask away here or on Instagram, of course. But as usual, it's all about the formula. What an interesting formula. What a pretty palette. I cannot wait to see the Cosmic Pearl and see what we think of that. But for me, this is really exciting from Charlotte Tilbury. And if you're looking for something different from her, I think this is worth your purchase. But let me know what you think about these very subtle shades and Charlotte doing a duochrome. Tell me your thoughts, please, below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.